Okay, so in this video, we're going to be going over the easiest way to do client jobs. You can do these in about 2 to 3 minutes and you'll get around 30k in profit. Now, before I get into this video, I'm just going to say now that this is not really a video for low level players, because in order to do this, you'll need to have a terabyte with the drone station attachment and an Oppressor Mark II. And to own a terabyte, you have to actually own a nightclub. So if you're a low level player, this probably won't work for you. Although you can actually join somebody else's CEO if they own a terabyte, and they can do these missions for you. So if you're a high level player, you can always invite lower levels to your CEO and they can do these missions with you, and they'll earn the same amount of money you do in exactly the same amount of time. So you don't have to be a high level to do these, you have to be a high level to host these missions. If you join somebody else's CEO and they do these missions, then you will also get paid for it as well. So the first one we're going to start with is diamond shopping, and this is by far the easiest and the shortest one to do. So simply go ahead, click diamond shopping, and off you go. And you'll notice it says enter the driver's seat of the terabyte. Ignore this, get on your Oppressor and fly straight to the diamond store. So once you're at the store, just blow this fan up here, and you'll notice that your associate Paige in the background will say, "I thought you knew what you were doing," and she'll get rather annoyed at you. Just ignore this, run straight in the store. As you can see, it says take out the guard carrying the diamonds. Watch out for that guy because he has a shotgun, so just be careful not to get killed by him. Take out the guards as I'm doing now, and there's the diamonds. Simply take these, run out the store, get back on your Oppressor, and don't forget to call Lester to lose the cops. And it's pretty simple. Just fly straight to the drop-off location and that's it. The mission is over. It literally takes about, I think it's a minute and 50 seconds. It's straightforward, it's easy to do. 30k in under 2 minutes. And there we go, 30k in about a minute and 45 seconds. It's a great way to make money. And now let's move on to the next client job, which is going to be targeted data. Okay, so this one might take a little bit longer. It might take about 3 minutes, but it's still good pay. 30k in 3 minutes is still much better than what we used to have to do back in the day, grinding out contact missions for only about 15k. So again, it says enter the driver's seat of the terabyte. Ignore this, get on your Oppressor and fly straight over to the Life Invader office. Okay, when I make it to the office, I just like to turn my bike around here so it's facing the direction I want to go when I leave the office. Now just pull out an RPG, fire it down the corridor, kill this guard here. There'll be a few guards here, you can kill them if you want to, but you don't really need to because they won't come upstairs. There's a guard here, make sure to take him out. And there'll be one more guard standing at the end of the building here, so take him out as well. At this point, all you need to do is hack the laptops. There's 2 of them to do. I'm sure you've seen this before. It's one of those number combination thingies. So you simply open the screen up, you choose the correct combination, click it, and then move on to the next laptop. After you've done both, simply head out the building and there'll be a target on the map. You have to fly over to where that target is and take them out. Now be careful, you want to do this quickly because if you take too long, the cops can come inside the building, and once you've exited the laptop, they'll start shooting you from behind, at which point your vehicle will be impounded. It's not really a problem if this happens, you can just call your associate to get it back, but just try to hack the laptops before the cops get up here. Otherwise you're going to have to shoot them a bunch of times and it will waste time. Now all you need to do at this point is just run out the building, watch out for cops, there'll be a few cops on the stairs coming up, so just pull out your shotgun, shoot your way through these cops, get back on your Oppressor and fly over to the target. It's easy, it's simple to do. Another 30k in about 2.5 to 3 minutes. And there we go, 31k. We did that in under 3 minutes. Quick and easy. And now let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this one is called Robbery in Progress. And what this is there'll be a bank robbery that spawns somewhere. In order to find it, you have to scroll through each and every camera, which can take ages. But there is a quick way of doing it, because the robbery will only spawn at 1 of 3 banks. And I'm going to show you these banks right now. Okay, so it could spawn here at the Sandy Shores Bank. This is the location, it's just right here in Sandy Shores next to the penitentiary. The next location that it could spawn is at the Pacific Standard Bank. I'm sure most of you know where this is, but I'll show you where it is anyway. It's this location right here. And the final place that it could spawn is this Felisa Bank right here, or this area on the map just outside my arcade. Right, so now you know all three locations of where the robbery could spawn at. Access the touchscreen computer, then press left on the D-pad. And it will take you to right outside the Sandy Shores Bank. If this place is vacant, then you know that it can only spawn at the Pacific Standard or the Felisa Bank. So at this point, get off the touchscreen computer, get on your oppressor and fly straight over to the Pacific Standard Bank. You'll notice it still says enter the rear of the terabyte. Ignore this and fly straight over to where the bank is. So on this occasion, the robbery did spawn outside the Pacific Standard Bank. If it wasn't here, you'd simply go over to the Felisa Bank just outside my arcade and it would definitely be there. Once you get over to the bank, make sure to wait until that juggernaut with a minigun is outside the building and then start firing rockets. If he's still inside the building and you start firing, sometimes he can get trapped there, and then if you walk inside, he'll just keep minigunning you over and over again. So make sure he's out the building before you try to kill him. Once inside, just kill these two robbers here and take the gold. Now run back out the building, get onto your oppressor and make sure to call Lester to lose the cops. And from then on, it's quite simple. Just fly to the drop-off location and that's it, you've delivered the gold. Now at this point, I thought I'd mention that I still see so many players driving their terabyte all the way to the bank and also driving it all the way to the drop-off. This just wastes time and makes the mission take much longer. Again, you don't need to do what the game tells you. What it wants you to do is scroll through each and every security camera until you found the robbery. You don't need to do that, just access the touchscreen and scroll left by pressing left on the D-pad. This will take you to the Sandy Shores Bank. If it's not there, then you know it will spawn at the Pacific Standard Bank or the Felisa Bank. This really does save a lot of time because it saves you having to drive your terabyte all the way to the bank. Especially if it's spawned in Sandy Shores, you'd have to drive your terabyte all the way up to Sandy Shores, which would take ages. With this method, you just check one bank, and if it's not there, then it will definitely be at the other two banks. And that's it. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to get 30k, pretty good. I hope you've enjoyed my guides on how to do client jobs, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.